Hello, researchers. We are going to start diving deep into one type of extreme weather. So, thinking about your exploration the other day, what's one type of extreme weather that you're so curious in and you want to keep exploring more? Well, that one type of weather you're going to dive deep into today on Epic. So, in Epic, I've made a collection for you called Weather. And in Weather, there's lots of different types of weather books for you to explore. Now, your job, though, instead of being all over the place and just finding the coolest facts ever, we want to be focused. So to keep us focused, there's 5 areas that we are going to really look closely at in our research. One of them is to find other weather that's linked to your weather. So think about other pictures that you see, or how your weather is formed, or what happens around the same time as your extreme weather. What other weather can be linked to it? Then another one that we need to find out is how your extreme weather is formed. How does it happen? We also need to know, how is it measured? So think about tools that the meteorologists and scientists use to measure how severe or extreme that type of weather is. Another one is an interesting fact. We know how to do that. We're kids, we're curious. And the last one is how to stay safe. You're going to find that in these extreme weathers, there may be examples of some serious situations. People might die because it's so extreme. People might be injured. Animals, lands, crops, all these things can happen and be injured from extreme weather. So what are some ways that you could stay safe in this type of weather? Okay, so here's what's next. Remember, this is my focus. Now, there's lots of different ways to take our notes. One way is just a web. So remember, a web, my main topic is in the middle, and then I branch out. But just like I showed you before, we're going to stay focused. So I'm not writing down everything I see. Instead, I need to think about weather that's linked to floods. That can be in one bubble. Then I need to be thinking about how it's formed. And really good researchers start with their notes first. They organize it before they start diving into books. Another one is how it's measured. An interesting fact. And the last one is how to stay safe. So my web, as I read and find information, I add it into this bubble over here. That's one way to do it. But we've done lots of boxes and bullets this year, so here's an example of how else you could do it. So again, other weather linked to floods, how it's formed, how it's measured, how to stay safe, and an interesting fact. So as I do my research, my notes are going to guide me, but also keep me focused, so I'm not all over the place. So again, on Epic, here I go. Oh, cool tornadoes. Oops, no, Mrs. DeMark, get focused. I'm looking for floods. Okay, so I see all of my flood books here. I'm going to open up one. Always check out the table of contents. Sometimes you might find that there's a title that matches one of the topics that we're diving deep into. And sometimes when you're reading through and looking at pictures, you might not find the answer in a book, and that's okay. If ever you read through and look through a book and there's nothing to help you, get out of that book. It's not worth your time. Open up another one. Check it out. See what's inside this book that can help you. Ooh, wow. Find some answers. If I read something and it fits inside one of my topics, I'm going to record it. If you don't have sheets of paper with you and all you have is technology, on Seesaw, I have a chart laid out for you so you can start to jot your ideas in there. But however you take your notes, make sure that you send it to us so that we can see it. Make sure that you stay focused on these 5 areas. Have fun.